Working on coral reefs is really a shared priority for both Australia and the Philippines because both countries have extensive coral reefs that contribute a huge amount to livelihoods.
Coral rehabilitation or restoration efforts in the country started in 1970s and peaked around year 2000 through various efforts at the local, national, and international projects. Coral restoration research in the country is further developed in this project through larval enhancement technology to restore degraded reef areas in select sites, supported by Australian Centre for International Agricultural Research. This initiative on coral restoration research started in 2012, led by Professor Peter Harrison in partnership with the late Ronald Villanueva in Bolinao, Pangasinan. And this project started to expand to present in various sites such as Batangas, Palawan, and Cebu. One of the challenges or limitations of coral restoration in the Philippines is its governance. In fact, at the moment, there is no policy framework that supports coral restoration application in the country.
So in Philippines, we've been working at the national level with government agencies to support their policy processes.
We have partnered with ASHARC, Coral Reef Restoration Governance Project. Their partnership actually helped us sustain our momentum in the development of a national integrated strategy for our coral reef. So in 2023, they have supported us in terms of the logistical as well as technical support in conducting the first ever consultation, providing a framework for the coral reef program. In 2024, in terms of facilitating the conduct of the roadmap for the strategic action plan, technical inputs and guidance in terms of the development of our executive order for the strengthening of the national program for coral reef conservation and recovery.
Through this work, we've been able to share knowledge and expertise on how to integrate coral restoration into broader governance strategies, and at the local level in 4 sites to integrate coral restoration into local resource management plans.
Napakaganda po ng proseso na dinaanan ng aming ICRMP sa kadahilanan na lahat po ng mga kailangang dumalo at makapag-participate po at magbigay po ng mga inputs po dito ay natugunan ng proyektong ito. Ang kanilang presensya para sa pagbubuo ng ICRM plan ay hindi matatawaran dahil ang dokumentong ito ay napakahalaga para po doon sa amendment ng aming Municipal Fisheries Ordinance. Para sa ganun, meron po kaming blueprint sa pagsasagawa lahat-lahat ng mga lalamanin ng pamamahala ng LGU ANDA sa susunod pang mga taon.
Well, nakatulong ng malaki sa amin. Sa akin, yung mga trainings and capacity buildings na naibigay. Gaya ng paglilikom ng mga people's organizations, pagko-consultation sa mga officials, mga local government units. And then, nagkaroon ng mga tamang pagpaplano. So within this planning, nagkaroon ng malawak na konsepto. Yung community, napakinggan yung hinaing, napag-aralan yung yung mga dapat i-prioritize. Kasi may iba-ibang team na gumagawa sa bawat aspect. So nakuha, na-scope yung mga dapat ma-scope na maisama sa pagpaplano.
One of the biggest adoptions with regards to the project sa local government ay unang-una dito is how we able to manage yung resources, paano namin masusustain yung method and practices na na-introduce sa amin, paano namin yun mapapatuloy sa aming lokal na management. And then also in the government is we really want to ensure yung magiging policy na para matulungan namin yung restorations and up to the sustainability of that restoration program.